Hi Libra, welcome to your December tarot and astrology reading. So, there is an eclipse. There's actually quite a lot. There's a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that everyone's talking about. The beginning of a new era completely, the age of Aquarius. I will talk to that towards the end of the reading for you and what it will mean for you, because it's pretty much to do with love and creativity. So stay tuned for that. Firstly, I want to deal with the total solar eclipse coming up in Sagittarius. That for you is going to be primarily to do with the way that you communicate. And because of its beautiful harmonious link to Mars being in your sector of partnership, because of that beautiful connection, a lot of your communication is to do with love. And it is to do with partnership. So there's a fair bit of December for you, Libra, that is to do with the heart. This eclipse is changing the way you talk, who you talk to. Your communication, your relationship with your siblings is subject to change. Either they are getting into something quite serious with a relationship, or they're spending more time with their family, or you're finally bridging the gap where there's been communication difficulties, or you're receiving interesting news about a sibling or a neighbour. What have they been up to? Could surprise you. But this eclipse is all to do with word. You know, what you hear, what you say, how you react. So, let's get a little look into your cards. The Lovers, bada bing, bada boom. Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. Right off the bat, there it is. A message in love. The Page of Pentacles, it can be a text message, an email. Pages are a lot to do with messages, communication, conversations. Could be news surrounding an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, a Capricorn. It could be news surrounding work. It could be, Four of Wands. I see. Oh, my phone started ringing. Now that is a sign for talking about communication, and my phone started ringing, as if I ever get phone calls. So it's my mother. I only get phone calls from my mother, I swear. Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Four of Wands. Amazing. A message, a phone call probably for you in terms of love, matters of the heart. Wow. You know, this eclipse, because it's in such a powerful sector of voice, it's in an air house when you think about it. It's your third house of communication. A lot of you are hearing something special from someone you love because of Mars in your partnership house. Things are picking up in love, in romance. Things are starting to, Ten of Cups. Things are starting to go really well in matters of the heart. This is very nice. If you're single, this looks like somebody very new coming in. Maybe a bit of an age difference, have to say it. Page of Pentacles, they might be a little bit younger than you. Ten of Cups and the Fool. There is a blessed, joyous new beginning with this eclipse, but also the Age of Aquarius for you. Who's it with? There's the Age of Aquarius with the Star and the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies are represented here. So Libra, Venus in your second house is bringing you opportunities in money, opportunities in worth, opportunities in value. Opportunities strongly rooted in solid foundations, solid ground. Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, long-term love, long-term success, long-term happiness, okay? Long-term contentment with a key relationship or a brand spanking new work opportunity. Okay, the Page of Pentacles makes me think a lot of you could be starting a new job, going for a new opportunity. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and Judgment. A lot of you are going full steam ahead now that Mars is direct into a new relationship, back to a relationship, repairing a relationship, finding a new job, or beginning a new blessed saga with somebody who is good for you romantically, but also possibly financially for some. the Fool and the Star, the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction is bringing you blessings. Right off the bat. The Aquarius energy is so good for you. And if you think back to April, May, you will see where you've had to learn a lesson and where you'll continue to have to learn a lesson there. But you've had Saturn in the 4th house since 2017, and in that time it has restructured your feelings surrounding your heritage, your family, your home, your past, where you came from and where you're going. And this is a whole new chapter in terms of how you love. So with Jupiter being in Aquarius, Libra, it is bountiful, but with Saturn being there, it's also a lesson. I have to say it. It's going to teach you things. It's going to make you more serious about how you deal with love and marriage and romance and even your children if you have them. How you parent is a big question here. For some of you, you will be first-time parents in the next 3 years. For others of you, you'll meet the love of your life in the next 3 years. This age of Aquarius is all a saga intended to grow your heart, to expand your heart, to make it feel full, but also to teach it very valuable lessons, because we cannot appreciate the abundance of a feeling without having known what it was like to go without. And for many of you, you're probably thinking, I have known what it is like to go without it. I have known, I have experienced this. I've been very disappointed, or I have, been very hurt. And to that I say, maybe you have Saturn in your chart that has taught you things. And this is just part of the process. But what I'm seeing here with the Knight of Swords and Judgment, Libra, is that you are coming to a realization. And it's maybe when your ruler, Venus, connects with Pluto in the first week of December, in your sectors of the past and your wealth and worth together, showing you where maybe your attachment style has blocked you from love. And we've talked a lot about that with Mars. Where your attachment style has helped you grow, helped you develop, helped you set reasonable, realistic goals, and also helped you believe in love. For a lot of you, with the Fool and the Star, this is a new beginning that is tainted with destiny. It is part of your divine plan, if you believe it. King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. You've been mulling over a career opportunity for a while. You've been mulling over the future for a while, and I think you get a lot of clarity there. And quite a bit of recognition. With Venus being in Scorpio, your ability to make money, particularly with a working from home situation, because of that Venus-Pluto connection, it's quite an intense ability to create something for yourself financially. And to balance the books. To figure out some financial opportunities, some financial irregularities, etc., and to get it sorted. There's a clearing energy here before Capricorn season of getting things clear, having the communication out there, speaking what you need to speak, getting the finer details sorted out. There is interesting neighbor news. For some of you, you could be dating a neighbor. I don't know. That seems like something significant here. But with the Lovers and the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups, I see a lot of solidifying a relationship with the eclipse, particularly because of Mars. I see a lot of new love. I see a lot of new opportunities and a lot of new business opportunities as well, possibly with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now again, with that Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, it's a lot more harmonious for you than the Saturn-Pluto conjunction of 2020. The conjunction that was indeed very highly linked to the pandemic. And the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which was also linked to that. And how with the Capricorn energy, for you on a personal level, it was to do with drawing out some family issues, getting reflective, figuring out how your past has shaped you, how you could maybe change it, spending more time with your family, being at home more, as it was for most people. But for you in particular, it was all in your 4th house. And you've had to go through some shadowy stuff there. You've had to work through the lessons, the karmic ancestral history, your relationship with a father figure, maybe your relationship with worth. For a lot of people that have father figures who are very successful or very much in the provider mindset, sometimes they don't get provided with love because the father's always busy, he's always away, he's always working on a project. And for many Libras, that translates as needing to be beautiful, needing to be in a high-paying profession, needing to be successful, because they think that's how they achieve love. And if you've recently changed jobs, or you find yourself without a job, or you find that somehow or another career hasn't gone the way you wanted it to, it will surprise you even more when love seems to show up for you. And somebody seems to like you for who you are rather than what you have. And that's a very humbling lesson. For many of you, there is somebody in the past that either wants to communicate with you or you want to communicate with them. I think it's you. I think you've grappled with it quite a bit. I do feel like it could be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. You've thought about it back and forward about whether or not you want this conversation to happen, whether or not you would like to communicate to this person. Maybe it's a prospective employer. You've thought about sending that message, that email, that phone call. Do it. Do it. The eclipse is in your favor for communication. Do that conversation now. At least after the 14th, maybe. Yeah, we'll leave it there. After the 14th. Venus moves into your communication sector on the 15th, meaning your communication style is smooth. It is absolutely charming. Not to say you're not charming already. We all know that you're the sign most associated with charm. But when Venus is in the 3rd, you're just able to communicate in a way that benefits you, and it benefits everyone around you too. Especially the earth signs. But what about the Aquarius? Is there a start over with the Aquarius? Maybe. Is there a starting over or solidifying a relationship with a Gemini? Maybe. Seems to be the earth signs and the air signs for you, Libra, are very highlighted. And that's not to rub out the fire signs or the water signs, not at all. But it looks very much like, in terms of these characters, the shift between the earth era of materialism and the shift into the air era of communication. All of it starts to benefit you and you start to feel ready for the new world. That conjunction is going to put a huge focus on your heart. Not only next year, but for the years that come. The feeling of how to love in alignment with your own self. Mars is going to lift you up in the last month of the year. After teaching you some pretty harsh lessons about yourself, about your partnerships, about your love life in general, even your business partnerships, there's been some tough lessons. And I think you deserve the wish that's coming. Something that you've really wanted. And a lot of people think wishes are these abstract, humongous things where people are wishing for fame or the lottery. And whenever I talk about wishes, I mean about something that's really true to your heart. Something that you really want on a soul level. Seems to me, Libra, that December with that eclipse is a time where you get it by speaking. So, if you're wanting to hear from somebody, I think you hear from them. I think you hear from a lot of people. Knight of Swords and Judgment, hearing from people from the past. Two of Pentacles, maybe more than one person. You reaching out to somebody, somebody reaching out to you. My experience as a Scorpio who had eclipses in Capricorn the last few years is that it translates sometimes to people blowing up your phone. A lot of emails, a lot of possibilities. Here we have the adjacent possibilities card. There are a lot of options opening up to you now, Libra. A lot of doors opening. More so than doors closing. You've been very patient. And now it's time to step into the sun and into the victory with that solar eclipse. So if you're interested in the extended reading, it's linked below. It's on Vimeo. It will go into the earth signs, the air signs, the water signs, the fire signs that you could be dealing with. It'll clarify your cards. It's a more in-depth look at the astrology as well. And if not, Libra, if this is where we part ways, I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful holiday season. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, and a Happy New Year. Bye, Libra.